So, had another weird dream. So, I was in uh, either high school or college. Not really sure, but I was, back in schoolish. Well, not ish, but I was back in school of some kind. Anyway, there's this one dude there, and it was like pretty detailed and stuff. I mean, I actually remember like the hallways and getting to class and what the class looked like at all. Not really so much what it looked like, but anyways, there was this one dude there, and he had these action figures, and y'all know I'm an action figure guy, so I was interested instantly, like poked up. I was like, "Ooh, what you got there?" And they happen to be like these super cool devil, devil May Cry 1 action figures, which they didn't even really make. I mean, they did make some, but they were not ones that they had made. Like, it was still like old, but it wasn't the right kind of old. You know what I mean? Um, that was like awesome, dude. And I was like, whoa. And then class ended, and I was like determined to find this dude. So I tracked him to his next class and was like, dude, you gotta, let me have those. And he said no, obviously. Then I was like, I'll buy them from you. And it was like, okay. And he started to open up this like um kind of like a suitcase, I guess. But he started to open up this box slash suitcase. And there was a whole bunch of other like property action figures and stuff. But I wasn't interested in those. Like I kind of like laced it in, on the Devil May Cry ones, because you never find Devil May Cry action figures. Again, they do exist, but you don't just find those in the wild, you know. Anyways, he's I it's like name a price, and I say how about $1 per figure, and he starts to put them away, and I'm like, oh, I was just joking, and then I named $3 per figure, and he likes that. So, in this dream world, they're not that rare, I guess. They're more just like just like casual things. I mean, they weren't like collector's item in this dream world. They were to me because I was like new to the dream world, but I don't even mind meow. My cat's here. Anyways, they weren't special in the dream. They were special to me. So he accepted $3 price, but then I can't remember. Then some stuff happened, and here's where the dream gets weird, bro. Like if it was just that, I wouldn't be making a video. But here's where the dream gets weird. So I guess he's telling me like his backstory? Question mark. I don't really know, but uh, he's telling me how. Okay, well, first of all, he straight up leads me to like an underground layer. Like we're going through the sewers, and I'm like, sure, this is where it's supposed to go, and it smells terrible. And he kind of just ignores me and keeps walking. And I'm getting led to this underground, what I you know I have no idea what I'm gonna. And then there's this like big old vault door that you see on like safes and stuff like that in a bank. Well, more like a submarine. It's not like huge. It's like more submarine door sized. Anyways, open it up, and there's like a whole little hangout in there. It's like a little club, you know. Somehow, magically walking through the door, all of the sewage and stuff is like cleaned off all of our clothes. So that saves that problem, solves that problem. It's like, yeah, you gotta walk through like sewage, but and then when they get in there, the place is like pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's pretty neat, and it's the straight up like bar hangout place. It's got low lighting, it's got this, it's got that, but most importantly to the story, it's got like these tanks that are kind of like fish tanks, but they don't got fish, they got action figures in them. Hold on. No, no, stay out. No, no. Anyways, and I'm looking through, and I can't remember anymore, even though I just had the dream, and I just woke up, and I just started making the video. I can't remember what all the other stuff was. There was a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it was like a little bit of everything. And, and yeah. And I go to the bar, I get myself a drink, and then I can't find my wallet because it's not on me, and then I pull it out of my coat, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I have like 10 pockets. I knew I had it somewhere. And I start a tab, because again, it's a bar, and there's like 3 women there. I don't know their names, I didn't really talk to them. They weren't any particular, women. Sometimes in my dreams, like background characters, I guess, will be, people I know. And I hear that's a pretty common thing. No, stay out of the video. No, 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 no. Anyways, though, um, these are just random bartender ladies. Alright, and then what's really weird is when I got my drink and I gave him my card, I started a tab. I started a tab, and then my drink like disappeared, and it's like, can't you just give it to me? But anyways, it like disappeared into like a hole on the bar itself, and then like across the room, it got shot back up out like those like the things you see at the bank when you put like your check or whatever, and it like and then like it's like a vacuum tube. My drink got vacuum tubed across the room, and I'm right here, like that's cool and all, like pretty neat, but I'm also right here. But it put me where I wanted to be anyways, because it got vacuum tubed over my activity. And then it gets another weird turn where I don't even know how this part of the dream really relates to anything, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyways. So I be now I didn't become a pig. There was like the guy who led me, right? Again, and I don't know any of these characters. None of these characters, again, usually like characters will be people I know. I didn't know none of these people, none of these fools. Um, the guy who led me there and like had the action figures themselves, he tried to start showing me other things, and I didn't want to. My wife wanted to Devil May Cry again, laser focus. So I mean, it shows me I don't think I buy any because I just remember heading back out. But we go out a different way, and we're on the surface. It's in a parking lot, and he starts going into how he was a spider, and he really likes spiders, and spiders are pure. He starts showing me them, and then is a pig all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't know either. No, stay out of the video. No. Anyways, he like turns into a pig, and it's like a really big pig, like one of those big old hogs, you know. And starts melting, like his it's the pig's face like starts drooping and starts melting, and this like happens over and over. I don't know what the fuck is happening, bro. And it's not like in a horrifying. I mean, it would be horrifying to see a pig melt, but it's not like scary. It's just kind of there. It's just kind of happening, and just kind of like not a background detail, but just kind of like, huh? What do you know? It's melting. It's like casual. It's so weird. Um, and then there's something about, I kid you fucking not, the Iranian military starts showing up, and all of a sudden there's a girl there. Again, don't know who she is, but she wants to have sex with me before the Iranian military show up, and I'm just like, bet, sure, why not? Might as well. So we're like doing it right there in the parking lot while there's like a melting pig nearby. And the military shows up in these like Humvees, and like they come around the corner, and I'm like having sex with her, and then I woke up. I I don't know. This was all one dream. I don't even know. All of my dreams, like a lot of my dreams are excuse me. A lot of my dreams are kind of sexual sometimes without being like full on wet dreams, because I didn't have like a wet dream. I had sex with her like even in the dream. Usually like, oh, the dream lasts longer or whatever. But like, no, even in the dream, I only had sex with her for like maybe 15, 20 seconds before the Humvee showed up. So I mean, it was weird, man. And I wasn't even woken up by my alarm. I just kind of woke up, looked at my alarm, and I mean, looked at my phone, and the alarm was going off in like another 5 minutes. So I kind of snoozed for a bit, but I didn't dream anymore. So I woke up and I to the alarm this time, and I was like, let me record that. That was weird. That was a weird dream. So yeah, that's another one for the record. I've been I've been scavenger reviews. I'm a possum. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me about your weird dreams. If you got some weird dreams, I'd like to hear it. Anyways, do all the YouTube stuff and hype me up. Peace out.